Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 28th annual Lighting of the Big Blue Bug. I'm Ben DeCastro. It's great to be here with you virtually. We are not in person this year because of, well, I don't know if you've heard the news lately, but there's a global pandemic going on, but we are staying safely distanced. There is very few people, but they are not around me at all. I've actually got quite a few feet of distance between me and them right now. That's why I'm out here. And we invite you to share the stream as we go on throughout the evening. You know, the Goldman family have been doing this lighting for a number of years now, and we couldn't let the pandemic stop us, but we wanted to bring you a greeting from Brian Goldman, the CEO of Big Blue Bug Solutions.
Welcome to the 28th annual Lighting of the Big Blue Bug. Yes, this year it's a little bit different. We're going virtual on Facebook Live instead of in person, but we certainly do want to pay tribute to the Department of Health and all the frontline workers for everything that they've done over the last 8 months. We can't thank you enough, and this is our way of saying thank you and paying a special tribute to you. Also, thank you to Ben DeCastro for making this happen, going virtual on Facebook Live, and we will still be lighting the bug with 7,500 lights. A little bit different this year though, no blinking red nose. The bug is wearing a mask and wearing it appropriately. Thank you to everybody. We hope you enjoy it. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and thank you. Welcome to the 28th Lighting of the Big Blue Bug, from our Big Blue Bug family to yours.
Now, a friend of the Big Blue Bug would be Joe Wilson Jr. He, of course, an actor over at Trinity Reps Theater there in Providence. And in the past, he has been one of those who lights the bug. He did it in his character of Scrooge a couple years ago. And actually, a couple years ago, I had a chance to talk with him. And I asked him what it meant to be coming here to light Nibbles Wood Away. And it was interesting. You know, it's something that he said that his college, his grad school really didn't prepare him for.
What's cool about it is that when I was in graduate school or when I was training to be an actor, the paradigm was always success meant, you know, going off to New York and LA, and, you know, my parents would always ask me, you know, when are you going to be a movie star and win your Tony and Oscar and all that kind of stuff. But the great thing that I learned over the course of my career is that being in communities where people allow me to do that, being in communities that people, they want to see me do that, and I take it as a great gift, actually, because these rituals, I mean, these are rituals, the Big Blue Bug and all the wonderful things that we have in this town that we look to every single year, all throughout the year, to serve as, they're rituals that bring people together. They bring people together. And so, you know, I wouldn't, in my wildest dreams, I wouldn't have imagined my place in the community that I every single day get to be parts of events that bring people together. And so what graduate school taught me didn't really prepare me for what my career has been, in essence. Being a public servant, being a representative, being someone who's helping to bring people together. And it's not just about me getting my Oscar or me getting a Tony. It's about we doing something. We make a play and we show it to the community and we watch it and we experience it. And so Lighting the Blue Bug is kind of, I'm really stoked. It's cool. It's people look at symbols and go, well, sometimes we can say, well, that's stupid. But anything that brings people together, I say, I'm more power to it. God bless it. You know, it's, so I'm really excited. And I can't wait. Just give us one more excuse to get together. I'm all for it. One more excuse to celebrate something. I'm all for it. One more excuse to remind us of what it means to stand next to our neighbors and smile. Sign me up. Oh, you already have.
Of course, that was a couple of years ago when we could all be together, but I think Joe's sentiments there about community really tie it nicely together. And if we can do it safely while being virtual, then that's the way we got to do it this year. Our goal, obviously, is to be together again next year. So once again, 7,500 lights right up there with Nibbles Wood Away. We are just awaiting. I believe we're going to be going live on with some of our news partners as well. We got a couple news stations down here. This is the fun of it. And, you know, usually we have kids here. We have a whole crowd. We got a whole scene going on, but we're going to do it safely this year. So if we are good, all right, we're going to do a countdown, ladies and gentlemen, with some all-stars. We're going to do a countdown with some all-stars of the past joining us now, and then we're going to light Nibbles.
10, 9, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Nibbles Woodaway, all lit up for the holiday season. December 1st, 2020. You know, we're almost done, folks. We're almost to the finish line. And thanks to our great, amazing first responders, doctors, and medical staff working so hard. That's who we're doing this in honor of this year. You saw a bunch of people out during that countdown. And it truly, it's something special. It's something fun. Another thing that's really important to the Goldman family and all the folks here at Big Blue Bug Solutions is Operation ROVAC, Operation Remember Our Vets at Christmas. I'd like to share with you a video from a couple of years ago with Tony DeJesus. He's a longtime employee here at Big Blue Bug Solutions, and he joined me in the car a couple of years ago to talk about Operation ROVAC.
One of the things that you do every year, Operation ROVAC, which stands for Remembering Our Vets at Christmas. And it was a while ago, I was driving by the Veterans Home in Bristol, and thank God it's a brand new one now, it's beautiful. Yeah. But back then it was a smaller home and everything, and I was driving by and I had my dad in the car. And my dad was a World War II veteran of the United States Navy, and my wife's dad was also an Army veteran. But my dad says to me, you know, if you ever have to put me in a nursing home, that's where I'd want to go. I'd want to go out there to be with my fellow vets. One day I was driving by, and I just went in to take a look at it. And they gave me the 10-cent tour, took me around, explained things to me. And they had a big, huge Christmas tree in the rotunda. And I saw a few gifts under the Christmas tree. And I said to the woman, "Do you get a lot of gifts here?" And she says, "Well, you know, unfortunately not. You know, a lot of times people get out here, the World War II vets and Korean vets, they get forgotten out here. And we don't get a lot of gifts." So I asked permission to try to raise some money to get some gifts going. And I brought the idea to Steve Goldman. And Steve immediately said, "Well, let me give you some money to get it going."
It's not hard to convince them.
No, it really isn't. It really isn't.
It's generous family.
An open heart. Him and Brian and Scott the same way now. And I asked, and they funded it first, getting it going. And we went out, we bought a bunch of gifts. I mentioned it on the radio show, told some people they could bring down gifts, and some people showed up. But we had a few bags that year on the back of my Toyota. We took them down there. And then the next year it got a little bit bigger, and it got a little big. And year after year it's grown. And then we got people like Cardi's Furniture involved. Nick, Ron, and Pete they've been just tremendous to the veterans out there. And now we have the Rhode Island Council Knights of Columbus involved with us, and a lot of troops. And now it gets to the point now we rent a U-Haul to take all the gifts down to them.
It's so great what you guys do every year, and the simple thought of remembering our veterans at Christmas.
We'll get gifts like underwear, socks, jackets, sweaters, pajamas, just anything you think someone could use. And any sizes, they go from size small all the way up to 3X.
Yep.
So any sizes, and we want all new items. We want things with tags on, so we give them something new. And it's taken off kind of down there with the men and women who work there, that they bag up gifts so that at Christmas morning when they bring breakfast, the vets are all getting gifts too.
That's great.
So it's like a little extra something for them. And then we've collected so much that they keep a supply. So if somebody wears out, they need a sweater, they just go in and they pull out one of the new ones we have. Or if they bring in a vet that's homeless and he's, literally the clothes on his back, as well, they can give him a whole outfits.
Yeah.
And it's really just something that the people out there have gotten together with us, and thankfully for all the listeners at WPRO and all the folks at the Knights of Columbus and Cardi's and everything that have helped us out. It's just been wonderful.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, Operation ROVAC here with Big Blue Bug Solutions. Big Blue Bug Solutions also works with Cardi's Furniture for the Toys for Tots campaign, which happens every year. All that information can be found on their websites, and it's very important to these families here to give back to the community now more than ever. So, again, folks, I wish you were here. I wish you could all be together, but tonight we wanted to do something special to make it virtual. We're doing it this year in tribute and honor to all of our medical responders, our doctors, our nurses who are working so hard. And of course, all our first responders as well, all pitching in together. And we can't, of course, forget the scientists, all those folks working so hard to find a cure. We want to thank a bunch of important people. Of course, we want to thank the good folks at Duffy Electric who made the Big Blue Bug possible with their all 7,500 lights right there on Nibbles Woodaway. We want to thank the Goldman family. We want to thank Dante Bellini, Tony DeJesus, Phil Lasco, and so many more folks. You saw them all throughout the countdown. Again, this is, New York City has that Rockefeller tree thing. That's no big deal. We got Nibbles Wood away, and that's what matters here in Southern New England, here in Rhode Island. So thank you so much for watching tonight. If you have a chance, be sure to follow the stream here and go through the comments. Let us know where you're watching from. Also share the stream so other people can see it too. I'm always amazed to see where people are watching from. They're watching from all around the country. At one point they lived here. A lot of people from Florida. Go figure. It's a little warmer down there. But nonetheless, it's always a great thing to hear from our community here. So thank you so much. Stay healthy, stay safe. Happy holidays, everybody. It's time. Nibbles is lit. So go have a great holiday season.